might be important to him someday.
Joining me in addition to Dr. Bethany Marshall, special guest Rob Shooter, host of Naughty But Nice podcast, former publicist to Sean Combs, and author of The 4-Word Answer. You know him very well and saw many of his mood swings, and that's certainly euphemistic, putting perfume on the pig there. Did you ever see the bad side of Diddy?
I saw the bad side of Diddy. I saw a grumpy and angry, aggressive side of Diddy. I didn't see a side of Diddy that I'm seeing right now, though, in this trial. It is horrifying, the details, the texts, the intimate conversations. But I did see, let me say, Nancy, I saw a really good side of Diddy, and that's what makes this so complicated for everybody involved. He's arguably one of the most charming people I have ever met. He can turn it on, he can play the game, and that's why people like Cassie was under his spell for so long.
You know what, Rob Shooter, you know what you just reminded me of? When I was working the hotline on the Battered Women Center, we had a frequent caller, and I'm not going to say what jurisdiction from where she was calling, but guess who her husband was? The mayor. The mayor. Gregarious, charming. Many people thought he was good looking. I didn't. But we heard it over and over and over, right? So just because you see a charming side and the world sees a charming side does not mean that he's actually charming. You know, help me verbalize this, Dr. Bethany Marshall.
Okay, so if you look at the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders under sociopathy...
Okay, please don't say things like that. The Diagnostic Statistic... What? Break it down, woman.
Okay, the criteria for sociopathy, one of the criteria is that the individual has a thin veneer of affability and sociability that hides a cold, calculated interior. So they are very charming as long as they're getting their way, and the minute somebody crosses them or fails to gratify them, they become vicious.
When, if ever, was the last time you checked your home's title? Well, if you're like our triple Y, she would be drugged in order to perform the freak-offs.
We are learning about what a vile human Diddy is, as if we didn't already know. She did break down on the stand a few times. It is heartbreaking and just painful to listen to.
Vile, yes, but he's not here trying to be crowned Miss Congeniality, okay? This is a felony multi-count indictment by the feds. And I'm wondering, straight out to a veteran trial lawyer, Greg Morse, joining me out of Palm Beach, criminal defense attorney of Morse Legal and author of The Untested on Amazon. Morse, I'm thinking about the actual charges here. And he's not charged with domestic abuse. And I'm just wondering if part of that is by plan. You just heard Rob Shooter, right? An everyman that actually knows Sean Combs. If the jury is left thinking, wow, did she stay in that willingly? Was that her decision to endure all that? Even though we see with our own eyes her being beaten and dragged back to a freak-off she's trying to get away from, those issues could linger. But what they're going for, the gold, right, is the sex trafficking and the RICO charges, because those charges are the meat of this indictment.
My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. Disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. Got to go into therapy. Going to rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
I really don't even know what to say to that. That's from Diddy's official Instagram, except